Alright, what is up guys? Instinctual is back here in the building for a short little video that's going to be about the Silph Road, actually. So, these Silph Road tournaments have begun. The first one of its kind is the Boulder Cup here in January of 2019. And so, I'm making this video to show you how to basically enter the tournament, join a tournament, and proceed and participate. So, for our tournaments, we have provided the link to the splash page, the RSVP page as it's known, on our Facebook. So if we go ahead and scroll to that, here we go, which is right here. So let's check out our RSVP page for the event on the Silph Road. Here to register your team. So you can register your team onto the splash page, onto the Silph Road before the tournament starts. And you can do it as much as you want, change up the lineup as much as you want, up until you get the join code, which we'll talk about a little later. So, if we click on the link, it goes to the splash page. So this says Chicago Evolved presents the Boulder Cup. Wonderful, wonderful. So you see the little Boulder badge up there on the top. So that's the very first badge that will be given out, at least digitally, in your little traveler's card. I think they're working on that, so that's pretty cool, because it is reminiscent, of course, of the Kanto region, the very first generation of Pokemon adventures with Brock's Gym, the Boulder badge. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so this one it shows when it is, so 5 o'clock on January 28th, 2019. Where it is at the Villa Park Public Library. The host, it's us, Chicago Evolved, and are you registered? Not yet, is what it says there. But it does say log in for this tournament. So if you have not logged in to your account, then you need to do that. So you can basically just hit log in, and it will ask you to either authenticate via the Silph Road, or you can make an account later, or just compete with an email for now, or you can just compete as a guest, and it won't record the match stats as it lists here. So you can actually, from what I'm understanding, you can actually compete in these tournaments without an account, because you can just hit compete as guest, and you can be in the tournament, just nothing will be recorded. So that's kind of nice if you were leery about giving out your information or anything like that. Apparently there is an option for that, so that's kind of cool. But for me, I do have a Silph Road account, and I do want to keep track of my stats for the rankings in the Silph Road leaderboards and all that, so I'm going to authenticate. And it gives you 3 different options. So you can do it through Reddit, if you have a Reddit account, through Google, so most people have Google accounts, Gmail addresses, things of that nature, and Discord. So a lot of people are on Discord too. Yeah, you need to have a Silph Road account, you need to have one of these different options available to you. So you have to sign up for one of those things beforehand, and then use it to log into the Silph Road. Alright, so once you've logged into your account, you can now then register your Pokemon onto the event page here, the Silph Road splash page. So I've already registered my team, so it gives me a little menu saying withdraw my registration or update my team. So you know, if I wanted to update my team, change the roster up a little bit, I would hit that. Now, if you hadn't entered your team in yet, it would probably say something like enter your team instead of update your team because you hadn't done it yet. And then it gives you a couple steps here. Step 1, select your Pokemon. So for me, once again, I've already completed this step. Basically choose your 6 different Pokemon, and then you enter in their CP to make sure that A, they match the typing for the tournament, and B, they match the CP requirement for Great League. And once you've done that, you can then go to step 2, which is agree to the tournament rules. So you read over that. They talk about different things like the party selection, it has to be in Great League, it's best 2 out of 3 battles, how to figure out disputes, if there's disputes in the outcome of a match, technical issues, professionalism, all these things, so you can look through that at your own leisure. So once you read everything over, make sure you understand it. Basically after that, you just enter the tournament. So you enter the tournament, and it takes you back to the home page. Because what you need next is the join code. So at this point, the tournament organizers, in this case ourselves, Chicago Evolved, would do something on our end, find the button to start checking people in. It gives us a join code. We give that join code to everyone in attendance at in this case, the Villa Park Public Library. Once they get the code, they enter it in. So you go to Tournaments and join a tournament. From here, you can then just enter in the code, enter checking code, whatever it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for instance. Hit enter code, and then the tournament begins, and you are matched up with a potential opponent. So you can see their Pokemon, they can see your Pokemon, so the strategy then begins as you can now sort of try to do your best to figure out what you want to put out there. You can choose any 3 of your 6 to put in the battle, and you battle. And best 2 out of 3, whoever wins, you report it onto the Silph Road, and you see if you make it to the next round. So it's exciting stuff, and I can't wait to see who comes out and has this great experience with us for this first ever Boulder Cup tournament through the Silph League Arena. The Silph Road has made it very, very easy to not only host such a tournament from our end, but also to participate in it on your end. So please come check us out at the Villa Park Public Library on January 28th, 2019. That's not this Monday, but next Monday. And hopefully we see a lot of you there. We need at least 8 people to be a part of this tournament, so definitely it's going to help us out if you can show up and be part of this very first tournament in the history of Chicago Evolved and in the history of the Silph League Arena. So let's make it a memorable occurrence and have a great night with it. Okay? So there you have it. That's how you can participate in our tournaments and pretty much any other tournaments that are hosted in this format through the Silph Road. So yeah, hopefully you learned something today. And thanks for watching. And as always, follow your instincts and peace out.